Alright, so welcome back everyone to this live demo session on SAP ABAP on HANA come S4 HANA technical training with me Anubhav. I will be your trainer throughout this journey of learning ABAP on HANA, CDS views, HANA modeling, AMDP, OData, Fiori element, and many more topics on S4 HANA. In this demo session today, I am going to take you through the core concepts of CDS views and understand what it would look like for you as a consultant to attend this training and what can you expect in next 40 hours of this course. So let's get started our demo session, and towards the end of the demo session I will give you an opportunity to also ask questions. So we will understand in today's demo who is this training for. We will understand the overview of this course, what can you expect in next 40 hours of this journey. We will discuss our demo use case today, which we have planned for this demo today for all of you, followed by some of the frequently asked questions by many of you on our channel. And at the end, we have live question and answers. I request all of you to kindly keep your lines muted for next 30 to 35 minutes until I complete the demo. And once I am through with the demo, I would allow you to ask your questions live in the class, both technical and any other topic regarding this training. So, who is this training for? Let's understand the developer and the consultant persona. If you are working like an ABAP consultant, like Jackson, and would like to embrace the change in the technology in your company, make your ABAP programs run faster and better on SAP HANA technology, this training is going to help you. If you are working like Vadia, who's a Scrum professional, want to understand how SAP S4 HANA and HANA based development project works and how to estimate for better tomorrow, this training is also going to help you. If you're working like Zakir, who is a BW consultant, would like to now build CDS views to create data analytics and expose the data from the existing BW or S4 HANA system to intelligent suite technology tools to OLAP tools, for example, Analytics Cloud, this training is also going to help you. Finally, if you are any SAP consultant like Kelly, who would like to understand S4 HANA and also build amazing Fiori applications on top of CDS views to exploit full potential of SAP's HANA's computational powers, along with the latest topics like BOF, along with OData, and many other things. This training is also going to help you. So what can you expect in the next 40 hours of this journey? We will first start with the evolution of SAP NetWeaver layer. You will understand what has been improved in ABAP technology as part of an SAP S4 HANA system. You will understand the new SAP ABAP and SQL syntax, along with frameworks like BOF, integrated data access with ALV, and fuzzy search. In the phase 2, we will understand the basics of SAP HANA, where you will understand the architecture of HANA, how an ABAP system meets HANA, and what it means for you as a developer to learn SAP S4 HANA or ABAP on HANA. We will get you through the latest tooling available in the market, which includes Business Application Studio, ABAP development tool in Eclipse, HANA Studio, and many more. You will be get well versed with these tools so that you can perform better in your company for any S4 projects which are ongoing or upcoming. You will understand how to leverage the full potential of S4 HANA systems by building CDS views, understanding the best practices with CDS, including virtual data modeling, and also finally understand migration of custom code. You will also learn how to build amazing Fiori applications based on CDS views and annotations so that you can push down more and more logic to the database level, which is going to help your company and your applications to run faster and better on S4 HANA or HANA based applications. You will also understand how to work with CDS views with best practices along with ABAP Managed Data Procedure or AMDP. You will also learn how to expose your S4HANA data to the client side where you will build Fiori applications running on top of browser or smart devices. All of it with different Fiori floor plans, which includes list report, an analytic list page, and overview page. We have planned multiple case studies and we've also planned amazing applications for you to get used to this technology. Let's try and understand what is that we are going to do today. In our today's session, I will start my demo session with a practical use case by launching our development tool called ADT. If you are an ABAP developer or a BW consultant, then you may be already using SAP GUI. Going forward, we will use a tool called ADT. I will cover the installation of this tool in the next class. Though it's a demo session, I have already set up the development environment in my system. But in the next episode, I will teach you how you can set up this development system in your own computer, whether it is your company laptop or your personal laptop. In the second step, we will build a CDS view today. I will explain you what a CDS view is all about, and then we will create our first CDS view with enrichment of our annotations. Then I will expose a service out of our CDS view, which we will register with our SAP system to expose our data on the internet. In the last step, we will learn how to use S4HANA embedded analytics features to display this information to the end user. Having said that, this will be our use case for today. I'm sure many of you are a sports fan. If you are a cricket fan, then you may be already heard about IPL. It's an Indian Premier League for the cricket enthusiast people. And every year there is an auction period when the players are being bid and they are being bought by different franchisee teams. And then based on those franchisees, there is a competition, which is an IPL competition, which carries on. So let's imagine we are working as S4 HANA consultant in a industry, which is sports industry. You've been asked to analyze the IPL auction data. What will it help you? So it will help you by implementing by you will use the IPL auction data, and such auction data you will utilize to help understanding or helping the teams, the IPL teams and their sponsors to make more data driven decisions much better. So that is what it will actually help the teams. We will also learn how can we take or the franchisees can take much more data driven decisions for that purpose. You will help them to optimize their team compositions, manage the budgets effectively, and also take better decisions to enhance their success and their chance of in that tournament. This is what we will actually helping by implementing this particular use case. So now, in order to achieve this use case, I have already created a small database table in our system, in our company system. It's called ZIPL auction. That will be our base layer for displaying the data. So I will go to our SAP system and I will show you the database table which we have already created before you join this demo session. It's called ZIPL auction data. This is a database table which I have created already in SE11, and this table contains the previous year's auctions data of IPL, which includes the primary key of the record, country, the player name, the team name, what was the base price, and what was the winning bid for the player, including the currencies, and also the calendar year in which the auction was taken place. Our goal is to now build a beautiful dashboard and a report for our customers, which will be one of the franchisee team to help us analyzing this player data, their auctions data and bidding price data so that they can take better decision during the auction period. Now, in order to achieve this use case, we will have to first build a view and then we will build a analytical report for our customers. In order to build this entire use case, let's try and understand first what is CDS view. So let me introduce you the basic concept of CDS view and then create one in the live system for this use case. So CDS stands for Core Data and Services. These are new data types or data models in S4 HANA. So most of your companies are already using or planning to migrate your existing ECC system to S4 HANA. It's the new ERP. In the episode number 4, I will discuss more about difference between S4 HANA, ABAP on HANA and Suite on HANA. But just imagine your company is using a S4 HANA ERP system. Yes. So now your company recently implemented this solution and you are working in a sports industry. So they are semantically rich data model. So CDS views are nothing but new data models in S4HANA solution. They are semantically rich data model and optimized for the performance of HANA based systems. So in the past, as a developer, what we used to do, we used to write reports, select query, yes, all of that to fetch the data from our ERP system. But nowadays, what we do, we write semantically rich data models, which are CDS views. So what is this word semantically rich means? It means a concept called annotation, which you will see in today's demo. So we will be creating a CDS view and we will be enriching it with semantically rich data, which means when I add those data annotations, the view which we will be building, it will start behaving completely differently. It will get some additional functionality like loading the data in a optimum way. Now, in order to build the CDS view, just like in ABAP in the past, if you want to build a ABAP program, or if you're a BW developer to build a BAX query, you use SAP GUI as a preferred tool in the past, right? But going forward, if you are a consultant and if you want to build CDS view, you have to use something called a new tool. So let's imagine I am a consultant. So this is me as a consultant and I would like to build CDS view. So we will use a new tool called ABAP development tool on Eclipse. I will show you the setting up of this tool in the coming episode in the next class. So we will connect to our S4 HANA system in our company, which runs on top of HANA database as a preferred database. And on in this, we will be building a CDS view. So for this, we will be using a tool called ADT tool, which I've already configured in my laptop today for this demo. Once we do that, we need to expose this data on the internet. So in order to expose this data on the internet, we will create something called a service. And this service is called as OData service. OData is a protocol provided by Microsoft to build services on top of CDS view. Finally, we will build an application. So nowadays, most of the applications are used in mobile phone, tablet, and smart devices. So these days, we don't build classic GUI applications using dialog program. Rather, we will build Fiori applications. Yes. So Fiori is the new UI technology, which helps us to build beautiful applications which can run on any device, anytime, and anywhere. In order to build Fiori applications, we use another tool called Business Application Studio. So in a nutshell, I would say that first we will be building CDS view. So first we will connect to our ADT tool. Using ADT tool, we'll connect to our SAP system in our company. Second step, we will build a CDS view. Third step, we will create a OData service and register the same. Our fourth step to start the BAS tool. And our fifth step is to actually create a Fiori application. And our sixth step will be to test this Fiori application for the user from the user standpoint of view. So this will be our flow of our demo session today. I know it's a demo session, so some of the things you might not understand in today's class, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of our S4 HANA system and create a very simple application end to end as part of this training session. Fair enough. So let's start with the step number 1, where we start our development tool ADT. So this is our development tool. And as you can already see, here is where we can start developing any application. So this is just like a traditional development tool, where on the left hand side, you see all the artifacts just like SCAT. And on the right hand side, you will see all the source code which you can actually write inside. So this is our typical setup. Now I will just go ahead and create a CDS view over here. So I'm going to go back, right click, new, other, and I will search for core data and service, data definition, and let's create a CDS view. So we'll give the name Z, and I will say uh, January IPL analytics. So my first CDS view. So just think about in SAP ABAP, you are writing SQL, right? This is how CDS view look like. So we create a CDS view entity and finish. So you can see we are living in 21st century. It is the time when the time is gone when we used to write every part of our application manually. We are living in this modern 21st century. In this century, what happens? The tools are becoming more and more powerful. So you can see it has automatically generated a skeleton code for us. Now, what is the meaning of each and every line? Look at this. These are called annotations, which starts with at the rate. So this resonates with exactly the line which I mentioned here, that CDS views are semantically rich data model. So this is something which is new for you. It's called annotation, and they have a special impact on the functionality. I will discuss about these annotations and their impact on the functionality in unit number 11 in our training. But for now, just understand this is the basic skeleton of creating a CDS view. Now coming to the main part is this one. We are selecting the data from database table. Yes, and in the curly braces, we specify the columns which we want to select. So of course, I will go and put our IPL table here, the table which contains the tournament data. So you can see Z IPL auction. That's the auction data of IPL players, which is already stored in the system, which I showed you few minutes ago. And now I will fetch all the columns from my table. I press Control space and press enter. That does the code completion automatically for me. Now, if you go back to your database table, you will observe that it has currency and it has currency key fields. So you all know that in SAP, currency and quantity fields have a special status. They always resonates with a currency key. So a currency field resonates with a currency key. Basically, this is the reference field, and a quantity resonates or references to a unit of quantity. If I say 100, 100 means what? Is it dollar? Is it euro? Is it INR? Is it yen? What is 100, right? So it always resonates with a currency key. So when I create a view, it is also asking that this price is a currency, and I don't know which is the currency for this 100 or this price. So we have to put a annotation. So we have to say at semantic amount currency code. So I'm saying that this base price is resonating with this currency field here. This is the currency field. I put that. You see, now the error is gone. The same error is coming for winning bid because that's another currency field. So we will put this annotation over here. Now, Anubhav, how do you know these annotations? And how do I know these annotations? And how can I refer documentation? So stay tuned. In unit number 10, we are exactly going to discuss very minute detail about these annotations in unit number 10 in our training, where I will explain you each and every annotations, their documentation and their purpose, so that you yourself will be able to find all the annotations and use them in your practical projects. For the demo session, let's understand right now we are linking our amount field with the currency using this annotation. Now, we are happy with this view. The next thing is we will register a service. So step one, we open the dev tool. Done. Step two, we created a view. We've added the desired annotations. Now step three is to create a service. So to do that, we are putting another annotation. We call it as odata.publish. This is the annotation provided by SAP to create a OData service. Once again, I would like to mention that a service is nothing but it's a it's a endpoint. It allows us to expose the data over the internet. That is what a service is all about. Correct? So now it will expose our data on the internet now. So what I will do, I will activate my view. So you see there's a little activate button like in traditional ABAP or BW. you activate any object. So now it is activating our view. So it's done, and I press F8 to view the data. Good. And I can also go back and register this service. So what it did, this annotation which I put has created a service. It has automatically made a service ready which can expose the data on the internet. So where is the service actually? If you hover the mouse, you can actually see the service name. This is the name of the service. I can copy that. Yes, service name. And I can switch over back to another transaction code in SAP, which is known as /n/iwfnd/main service. So here is where we register our service. Service registration is a one-time activity. I know some of you are already confused and you may be thinking that is going very fast and you are not able to understand anything. It is absolutely okay if you're not able to understand anything because these are new concepts. I just wanted to cover one simple flow in our demo session. So that is why I took this example. But when we go in our training, step by step, I will teach every single minute detail along with the documentation which you can read through to get to know all these concepts in each and every session step by step. But I just wanted to cover one end-to-end flow as part of the demo so you can understand the functionality of S4 HANA in a nutshell. All right. So now next step is to add a service and register the service in our system. Press enter. So what this step actually does, it actually creates a SICF node. SICF means SAP Internet Communication Framework. So this allows us to create a SICF node in SAP system, which is responsible to expose our data on the internet. Very nice. So we are done now and the service is ready. You can switch over back to the CDS view and you can actually launch the service and check the same. So I can open and I can just test my service over here. So I say continue. I enter my user ID password and this is the service. Very good. We can also check the data by looking at the data set and you can see all the data is coming out as a web service so that this can be consumed on a web page. Fantastic. So what was that? We have exposed a service step number 3. Now let's move to step number 4 where we launch this tool called BAS tool. BAS stands for Business Application Studio. I will show you the setting up of BAS tool in unit number 7 as part of our training. So when we join this course is a 40-hour course is spread across 20 sessions. So as in session number 7 is when I will show you how can you set up your own BAS tool account for free. Yes, this is what I will teach you in unit 7. But for today, to complete this end-to-end demo, I have already created an account. So now I'm going to go back to the BAS tool. This is how the tool look like. It runs completely on the web browser. So I will explain you every single detail about this tool. But for demo, I have already set up this previously. So what I will do, I will create a project here. So in the BAS tool, I've already connected our SAP system. So our SAP system, what we see here, I have actually already connected this system with the BAS tool before the class. But in our unit 8, I will teach you how to connect yourself, your company system with the BAS tool. Okay, so let's create a project. And as I mentioned, we will be creating a beautiful analytic report. So we create a Fiori application. Once again, we are living in 21st century. The tooling has become very, very powerful. So the time is gone when a developer used to write every part of application themselves. We will be using an analytic list page, which displays a combination of report and a chart. And of course, we will now connect to our company S4 HANA system. Let's do that. So we'll switch over back and we will choose a data source to connect to our company SAP system and we will choose our system as well. So let's do that. It will show us the list of systems which I've already created and I can choose my system. And now it will ask me, okay, you want to connect to this system, but where do you want to get the data from? Yes. So that is what we want to see. So here is where we should see all the list of services. Oops, you can see it's giving me a small error because my system connection is not proper. Never mind, we can quickly go to Service Center and we can go over here to my account and I can just check this system which I have already created before the demo, or maybe I can quickly register the new system over here really fast. So let me register our company SAP system once again. So I can say S4 HANA, S4H. So this is how you can connect my company SAP system from the BAS tool. I will put the URL. I will put that over here. So I'm just connecting live with my company system. However, we will see all these details live in action step by step as part of our training sessions. As and when we conduct our training session, we will be learning all these details in step by step mode. Okay, that's our system. 800 is the client. I will enter my user ID and password also to connect to that system. So let's enter my user ID. It says for HANA system and add that. Perfect. It's been added now. So the newly added system should be visible now as part of our process. So just go one step back and once again select the list report. And you can see this is the new system S4H, which I've just added live in our demo session. So I'm going to come back, connect, so that we will be able to build our application, our Fiori application, which can run on any device by connecting to that system. So you can see the new system is being added. All these details I will explain you in unit 7 step by step, so you will all be able to do hands-on in your own environment. It's my promise that all of you will go at the end of this training with proper hands-on experience, because we have planned a lot of case studies and real-time scenarios for all of you. So finally I can see my service over here, which we just registered few seconds ago. And as a next step, we will be proceeding further to connect to this service and create an application. So let's give the project name. So everything will be fully automatic and I generate IPL report. And I'm happy with everything. I can say finish. So this application gets created automatically. Fantastic. So you can see it's created my application over here. And in just few seconds, I will be ready to test my application live in action. Yes. So what is a analytic list page application? A analytic list page application allows us to see a report in form of a table. Along with that, it will also allow us to see data insights and data analytics in form of charts actually. So that is what the application will be responsible. So this is what the application will generate. So let me go ahead and preview my application now to start and test this application in my browser. So this will basically, I'm trying to complete a one complete circle of changes to actually demonstrate a end-to-end application in our demo session. That is what my goal for this demo session is. So you get a holistic view, a complete end-to-end cycle or a picture of how do we develop the new type of applications in SAP S4 HANA for our company. That is the goal of this demo. The goal of this demo is to not go deep dive and teach each and every concept. That will be the goal of our training, because in our each training session we will be covering these topics in detail. All right, so this is our application and we can just go to settings to view some data. So I choose base price, keys, player name, team name, and country. Yeah, so that's the data I want to see. And I should be able to see, wow, that's the data. Wow, cool, nah? But now what I want is I would want to go ahead and get this display, what you see over here, automatic, because if you refresh, you will lose the track of the columns, and user cannot see them. User has to every time go to the settings like I did, and then only user can see those columns. We don't want to do that. We want user to see all the columns right away right here, right? So to be able to achieve that, we are going to again take help of CDS view and put some annotation. So I'm going to come back and I say, hey, my country will be my selection field, position 1. So I should be able to filter the data based on country and based on team name. Yeah. At the same time, I would want it to be part of my column, which is a line item annotation. Once again, I would like to mention that in unit 12 is where I will teach you all the details of UI annotations and their purpose. For now, it's a demo, so I'm just adding these annotations to explain you how do you add columns. So selection is field is to add fields for selection, and line item annotation used to add columns. So now I will take first column, which is country. Let me add second column as player, third column as team name, fourth column as base price of the player, and last column as the calendar year. So I've just added 5 columns to my CDS view. I activate this and magic will happen when you refresh your page now. Based on these semantically rich data model annotations, you are going to get automatically all the columns printed on the UI. So in just few seconds, let me refresh my Fiori application running on my browser. It can run on any device actually. You will see here, voila, look at that, those columns now on the screen. I click on go button and wow, there you go, your data. You can export the data to Excel also. But that's I'm not happy with just this. I would want to see also some analytics. I would want to see how are my players doing, how are my teams doing. Yes, what's the total bidding done by each team in each year, for example. Yes, so that is something which I would like to see. So which team have made what total base price purchase. So what I'll do is I'll switch over back and I will make base price as default aggregation because I want to do sum. So I add a sum here, a total, and I will make my view as a view analytics dot data category as cube. Cube will have ability to aggregate the data, means sum, min, max, all that operation we can apply. So we applied a sum of base price. Yes, that's what a cube does. And in addition, finally, I will add a chart annotation. And in this, I will define my chart. So I would like to create a column chart. So I say chart type as column chart. And like in school days, you remember we used to build charts in school. How? So usually in school days, if you remember, we used to have charts like we have the x-axis and we have the y-axis, right? On x-axis, we maintain categories. This is called as dimension in SAP now. So x-axis is your dimension in SAP if you relate with SAP. Y-axis is basically your values. In SAP terms, it's called measure. Yeah, it's called measure in terms of y-axis. So if you're plotting marks per student on different subjects, your subjects will actually come here as x-axis, which are dimensions, and your marks will come as a value, as a measure on the y-axis actually. This is what we will be doing now. So let us go ahead and see this. So we have the chart type, and then we have the next as let's say dimensions. So what is my x-axis to be? What can I make as a x-axis? So I will say dimensions. So I will say dimension will be the team. Team can be the x-axis. What is my measures? What can be making as a measures? And I'll say base price will be my measures. And now we will say let's plot them on x and y axis, right? So we say dimension attributes. My dimension is team name. I'm plotting the team on x-axis with a role as my category axis. And then I have measure attributes, my measure, and I will put here base price. with the role access1 and as a data point. Yeah. So I have added all these properties now, and let me finally activate. Perfect. What a gem. All right. So now if I switch over back with this annotation, if you are new to annotations, don't worry. If you're new to CDS view, don't worry. It will be my duty to make you an expert on all these topics. And you will be a champion of S4 HANA in your company. But step by step, line by line, no copy paste of code. That's my promise. But you need to also work along with me during this journey. Let's click on go and see what to see. I can go back and you can see a beautiful chart showing different teams on x-axis, and on y-axis the total base price they have paid so far for their team. So you can clearly make out the Royal Challengers Bangalore is the most valued team by far in terms of pricing. The second is Sunrisers Hyderabad, and then Kolkata Knight Riders is the ranking 3. That's not enough. You can change the chart types quickly. You can change your axis as well. Yes, you can sort the data, filter the data. You can choose the chart type as, let's say, line chart or bar chart. Yes, you can see the donut chart or a heat map chart. Wow. And you can also go back and add multiple axes. For example, I would like to also add per year. In each year, calendar year, how did they do? So in each calendar year, how did these teams behave actually? Yes, in these years. So that is the data set. The best part, what I personally love about this is mobile experience. If you go to mobile device, for example, if I would like to run this application in an iPhone 12 Pro, how it's going to look like. So this application in iPhone 12 Pro is going to look like this. Yeah. So that's the beauty of Fiori, it has ability to adapt itself according to the device. Yeah. So these are the benefits you get out of the box. You don't have to design a separate mobile application for such a use case. Your application will automatically work with all the different kind of devices, all the platforms, all the browsers. It is going to work automatically in different devices. So that is the main USP of building a Fiori application or building a responsive applications like this. And in this training we have planned lot many use cases for you, case studies, scenario based training, so that you can become a master on all the aspects of building app. Imagine just 30 minutes we were able to build such a beautiful application. What will you be able to do after the end of 40 hour of this journey? All right, so let's understand some of the FAQs asked by some of you in the past. So Anubhav, do I need to have any prior knowledge on HANA for this course? Answer is no, you don't need HANA knowledge. We will cover SAP HANA Foundation in this training for you as well. How much of ABAP knowledge is required to learn this course? So only data dictionary, basics of ABAP syntax and function module. If you know, that's more than enough. You don't need to be a champ on ABAP to learn this course. And these topics also, just first 30% of our course we would need. Remaining 70% of our course, we don't need ABAP. Especially to learn CDS views, you don't need ABAP at all. Yeah. So rest all the topics are as new as for you, even for ABAP developer as well. So this course, only first 30% parts require ABAP knowledge. 70% of this course, even a college fresher can learn. They don't need to have any ABAP experience. I'm from BW or BI background. Can I learn ABAP on HANA? Yes. And you must learn S4 HANA and ABAP on HANA, because going forward for all the embedded analytics topic, your company is going to reach out to you to build CDS views. So you must learn these topics in order to become a champ in CDS views. That is extremely important. How much of deep knowledge of OOPS ABAP is required? Not much. If you know what is a class, what is an interface object, that's it. We don't need much of ABAP and OOPS ABAP as part of this course. So Anubhav, I am an independent SAP consultant working in US or Canada. I don't have a server in my company. My company is yet in a process of migrating to S4. So what about server access? Because you will be teaching S4 HANA topics. How will I practice them? So we can arrange a server access if you want. It's on demand. and our server works 24/7 from any country without a VPN access. That is again on demand, and you will have complete end-to-end experience at one single place at anubhavtrainings.com. So in my next class tomorrow, I will teach you how can you access our Anubhav training server to practice this course. Yes. So if you don't have a server or if you don't want to use your company server, it's okay. This training also comes with an on-demand server access. So all of you can really do the hands-on of what we will do throughout this journey. It's a pre-configured, fully activated S4HANA appliance with 2023 release, latest on-premise. So you will be able to connect from anywhere, anytime, and you will be able to practice all the topics of this training in this server. Okay, moving on. Which version of S4HANA and HANA we are going to learn in this training? So we will be using latest SAP S4HANA on-premise 2023 version with ABBA layer. How much of this course we spend time on CDS view? Around 40 to 50% time of this training is around CDS view, and remaining topic includes frameworks, BOF integration, AMDPs, SQL scripting, HANA basics, ABAP syntax, S4HANA source code conversion, what it means for you when your company migrate to HANA or S4HANA. All these topics around S4HANA implementation will also be part of this training. You can check the course curriculum on our website accordingly to decide whether this course will suit your need or not. Do I need to have any prior knowledge on OData? No. I will give you complimentary OData session so that you can also learn basics of OData through me. You don't need to have any prior knowledge on OData. Can I also take this training in video mode, Anubhav? Because the timing doesn't suit me. Yes, you can. So you can also join our video mode training. In case the timing doesn't suit you or you miss a class, every session we are recording like today's one. So you will get the recording of the class after the session. What tools do I need to practice this course? You would need the ABAP development tool on Eclipse to practice this training. And I will teach you how to set up ABAP development tool in our training in our next session. So our next session is tomorrow, and in tomorrow's session we will learn HANA basics, ADT tool, and how to get our server access. That is the topic for our tomorrow's class, same time. Finally, what is the process to join this course? Very simple. You can just email us on contact@anubhavtrainings.com to sign up for this training. The email ID is also flashing in the chat window. You can copy that. Yes. So with the introduction of annotation, is it still necessary to have knowledge of UI5 development? No. You don't need to have any UI5 knowledge. You can use directly the skill set which I will provide you in this course to become expert on developing application. Yes. Server access is on demand. You can contact my team. Don't worry right now about server access. We have dedicated session plan for that. Yes. So we have dedicated session plan for us for basically the server access. Stay tuned. In the next class, I will explain you about the server access. Okay. So all the other administration question like recording or timing, yes, everything, please drop an email on our official mail ID, which is contact@anubhavtrainings.com. Now coming to the timing of this training, the timing of this course is same time. It's a it's a 4 hour per weekend. So 2 hour on Saturday and 2 hour on Sunday. That is total 4 hour per weekend we will cover. The duration is 40 hour. So 40 divided by 4, around 20 weekends. Yes, we are going to finish this training. So we are starting today, and of course we have a class tomorrow, and likewise we have total 20 10 weekends, basically 20 days. Yes, 20 days, 10 weekends. We will be covering this entire training, almost 2.5 months. But let's say if you don't have the time to cover this topic, you want to rush faster because you have upcoming project deadlines, you can start with video mode training also if you want. So you can get through complete video mode training in case you are in urgency to complete this course. The timing will remain same timing what you joined today, the demo. It's 7 to 9 p.m. India time. Those who are joining from US, it is 8:30 a.m. in the morning for EDT time. Please also check your daylight saving hours and time zone accordingly. But for India timing, it is 7 to 9 p.m. IST on weekends. That will be our timing regularly for this training. Having said that, it's a thank you from my side for taking your time today on this demo session. We will start our class tomorrow at the same time for full 2 hour session. So be prepared, complete your sign up process. I will also guide you towards the end of this training, the certification process. And I will also cover interview question and important certification question during this training so that you will be able to complete certification at the end of this course quite easily directly from SAP Education Hub. I will guide you with the process as well. Will you cover RAP also in this course? Very good question. RAP is not part of this training. In case you want to attend RAP training, we are starting a RAP training is starting coming next Saturday morning 7 to 9 a.m. India time. So we are starting RAP training next weekend. It's an advanced version of ABAP on HANA. So if you are already skilled into CDS views, AMDP, everything, you already know all of it, then you can join our RAP course already. Because in the RAP training, we assume that you already know CDS view, virtual data models, annotations, AMDP, SQL scripting, HANA modeling, code to data paradigm, code pushdown, schema concept, ABAP on HANA concept, all these things, if you already know, then you can jump to the RAP training because RAP training is for experts, for true degens who already expertise on CDS view. Yes. Anubhav, do you help for jobs in Canada? I do not help for the jobs. I help for upskilling. And I believe once somebody is upskilled, they can get their job, they can find their way on their own. Yes. So that is what I believe in upskilling. If you upskill yourself, definitely you will be finding more opportunities in the market. You can easily show a 1 year experience with my training because we do provide case studies and scenario based training which will help you to project your scenarios in the company. So we have many scenarios like OIA or a BOF scenario for flight application. We have a IDOC scenario for OVP application, a hierarchy scenario for employee manager hierarchy and effort utilization. A lot of these case studies are planned in this course. So with these case studies, you can showcase an experience and then that will increase your opportunity in the market for grabbing a job. Anubhav, what's the difference between ABAP on HANA and S4 HANA? Sir, this topic will be covered in session number 3. Our session number 3 in this course is specialized only for that topic itself. So stay tuned, sir, for the session number 3 and we will be covering the difference between that. How long we can access the recording? Kindly check, send an email on contact@abouttrainings.com for all these questions related to administration. How will you cover the doubts during the session? So I will open up the line towards the end of the class or once I give a logical close to the class and you can unmute your line in the class itself and then you can ask your doubt live. Yes, it's a live class. So that is the benefit of a live class. You can directly ask your questions and doubts with the trainer right during the training, during the session. Yes. How are we supposed to pay for this server and the course? So I would request Rashmi to kindly email on contact@anubhavtrainings.com for signing up for this training. Depending on the location, currency, and the process, we will guide you with the correct process for enrolling for this training. Will this course focus on OTC, FI, HCM, or demo table? We will be using enterprise procurement model, EPM model, which is relates or resembles with SD data. Yes, where we have procurement data and sales and distribution data. Based on that, we will be focusing on our scenario. Apart from that, we will use some standard SAP tables as well. Yes. Video based training is the recorded version of live classes. Yes, Kiran. Video based training, if you go with, they are the recorded classes of my last batch, which was conducted in December 2023. So they are most latest and we don't have much change as compared to that in the current batch. Yes, the fees is same for video mode training if you want to fast track your learning versus the current training. You are also covering BTP and business process automation or business SAP build process automation. That's the new term now. So yes, we have SAP BTP training. It's a separate module. You can subscribe that where you learn how to build BTP native cloud application using Cloud SDK, CAPM, and Node.js and Java. But SAP Business Build Process Automation training, we are soon starting somewhere around mid of this year in the month of June or April. We are planning to start business process automation. So at Anubhav Trainings, we are committed for all your learning on technical topics. You can actually check our website for all the latest courses on different topics. Do we need to have server access for tomorrow's class? No. Neither you need server access for tomorrow class, nor you need ADT. I will teach everything in the class itself. Only then you can set up your server. Only then you can set up your tools according to the need of this training. Okay. So please stay tuned and you don't need to rush up anything. I will cover everything in the class. And then based on that, you can proceed further and do your hands-on. Yes. All right. Any other questions on the line? If somebody would like to unmute and ask their questions, I'm waiting for you. I would give you full time now. Any questions on the line? Please feel free to ask on the line. No questions from anyone on the line? You have opportunity to unmute your line and ask questions in case you want to. I hope most the questions are answered.
Hi, Anubhav. So this case study that you're going to explain, that will be considered as a case study, or you will give us some case study to work upon?
I will be showing a case study first. Then I will implement the case study in the system live at front of you. Then after the class is complete, you will do your hands-on on that case study. You try to implement that case study yourself. When you get stuck, then you come back to my video again for which I will record and you can look at the solution. And then you go back and re-implement the solution based on the learnings which you gain during the class. And that will be the way you will learn and understand the core concepts of ABAP on HANA and S4 HANA. Training
Um,
already started
yeah,
today.
Anubhav.
Today was our first day. Tomorrow is our second class. So stay tuned for tomorrow's session. Kindly complete the sign up. I'm again sharing the email ID of my team. You can contact them and complete your registration so that you will get the link to join tomorrow's class. Chetan is asking, can
Hey,
I
Anubhav.
subscribe a bundle of courses? I would suggest no, Chetan. Please do not go for bundle of courses now because that will be too much of overloading for you. I would request you, we are not a sales company like Byju's, which just want to make sale of their courses. No, we believe in true learning. It is a step-by-step process. We are not going anywhere. Please stay tuned. Don't jump on multiple courses together. We are not interested in selling multiple courses. We are interested, how can we help you to learn systematic learning, which will only come when you take each course one by one, depending on the appetite, speed you have. So my request will be to not hop on multiple courses together, please. Go one by one. As we are starting a BAP on HANA fresh batch now, go with the BAP on HANA first. Once you complete a BAP on HANA and confident on topics which are learnt, then you go to the next training depending on your need of the project. This is my recommendation. Don't hop on multiple courses together.
Hey, Anubhav.
Next.
Hi.
I have a question
Go
regarding
ahead.
migration. Yeah. So, are we going to cover any topic related to migration from like SAP, like upgrade from ECC to HANA, like ABAP and HANA,
Yes.
like the
So
tips or any tips or okay.
yes, absolutely. So we will be covering what it means for a ABAP consultant when your company go from, let's say, non-SAP or let's say Oracle or MaxDB database to HANA database, what it means for you. How can you help company to plan that movement? Plus, we will also talk about system conversion. So when your company go from ECC to S4HANA, it's not a migration project. It's called conversion. I will make you understand what is greenfield and brownfield, what a conversion means for you, and how as an ABAP developer you can do S4HANA readiness check for custom code adoptions in your company. So this topic is part of our course. You can also find that in the course content.
Hi Anubhav,
Hi, ma'am.
Vanita here. I have a question here. So my preference is to go for the videos rather than the live session because I think I find it hard to focus for 2 hours together. My preference will be videos. How my questions will be clarified.
Okay. So you can send an email to me, and within
Mhm.
within 4 hours of time, you will get a response from the email. If you go video mode training,
Okay.
it's as good as live training. It's just that it will
Mhm.
not be interactive like this one, but we will
Mhm.
definitely give you answers on the email. Apart from that, all the source code what I develop, I will share with that also with you in study material. So all the source code,
Okay.
PPT, PDF, documents, relevant material, case studies,
Mhm.
everything, case study documents, SRS documents, design documents, specs, everything will be shared. Blueprints, everything will be shared with you. So you will have complete
Okay.
hand holding. When you see the study material, you will find the source code I developed in that class wise, step by step, so that you can easily go through the session. And when you get stuck, you can actually refer to the material. Still, if you have doubts, you can come back to me.
Mhm. Okay. And videos are still the same. 40 hours
Absolutely.
video will be there.
Yes. We are
And
not
another
including any
last
new
question.
topic as compared to the last batch.
Okay, sounds good. Another last question. If I go for the video recordings, and will you be helping to prepare the resume?
Yes, ma'am. I can provide you sample resume of consultants who have taken
Hmm.
already the benefit of our training, so that I will be able to provide it to you. And then you can basically get the
Okay,
resume prepared accordingly. Yes.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, hi, Jaya here. So, when we go for video mode online training, how long are those videos accessible? I mean, is there any specific time limit where
Yes, ma'am. There
uh,
is a eight
it,
month of limit. Within 8 months, you have to complete the course. With our experience, the most slowest student of all, they have completed course in 6 months. The one who have like spent very less time in a day, they have completed in 6 months. But we are giving 8 months of access usually, because after 8 months, perhaps there are more new topics coming. So you may want to go for an upgrade. So here are some of the case study, some of the the success stories where people have changed their career, people have changed their life because of our trainings. They have very good experience in terms of our training content, and also grabbing opportunities and doubling, and at least some of them have tripled their salary. Some of them got multiple offers from multiple companies. You can see they got selected in EY, Accenture, and for multiple companies they had the offer once they completed our trainings on multiple topics. You can also subscribe our YouTube channel. We have over 43,000 plus subscribers on our channel, more than the SAP's official channel. So you can also, we will also guide you some of the channel videos about some extra topics and interview questions which might come when you are going to crack some interviews. Yeah. So those things will also be part of our training. We will give you a complete package to make yourself ready for even interviews.
Anubhav, another question. If I go for the video recordings, will the interview questions be covered in those recordings as well?
Yes, ma'am. We will be covering.
Okay, thank
And
you.
in case you have some interviews, you already attended some interviews, and you have some questions in mind, you can bring them in the class and we can discuss on those points.
Yeah, but I'm planning to go for the videos
No
than
problem.
live. So,
You can send an
but
email to me.
uh, yeah,
I will
I'm
reply
just
over the email.
checking that interview questions which you're talking about, they will be there in the recordings as well.
Yes, usually I always cover in all my batches the standard interview questions.
Hmm. Okay.
Please do mention my team clearly that you want video mode training or you want live training. Does this training help for BW and BI consultants? Yes, absolutely. Because going forward, all the BI and BW consultants also will be helping to companies to build analytics like integration with analytics cloud. And CDS views are the most useful data models nowadays in SAP solutions to create data analytics. I will also cover how to consume CDS view in analytics cloud. So a lot of these things will be also part of this training. You'll get a holistic view because we have all these systems already prepared for you to show end-to-end use cases, that what you are building where all it is being consumed and used. Like you saw in the demo, our demo was an end-to-end chain. Maybe some of you could not understand the entire demo today, but as and when we will progress during our classes, you will certainly be able to understand all all the topics very clearly. Yes, I will be providing
Anubhav,
certification guidance, but not the certification material.
sorry. Actually, I prefer live training. But if I choose live training, won't I be able to get the recorded sessions?
If you prefer live training, every live class we are recording it, like today's one. After that class is complete, 4 hour after the class, oh sorry, next day morning before 12 o'clock after the class, you will get the recording of the class in our portal. So those who are planning to attend live training, don't worry. After the class is done, next day before 12 o'clock, you will get the recording also for the live class, which was conducted last
Thank
evening.
you.
These sessions are daily basis?
Sir, it's a weekend batch, 7 to 9 p.m. India time.
And when we are practicing during the week, will there be anyone to help us if we get stuck somewhere?
I will be there, sir. So you can come to the class and you can ask your question, or you can email me. Plus, as I mentioned, we will be sharing the entire source code, case studies, blueprints, design, and material with you. You can right away go to material, check the source code, and compare where you have done the mistake as compared to our source code, so that you will easily be able to identify and continue your learning.
Hey Anubhav, Rashmi here. So you said there will be assignments, right? So are these assignments discussed in the next class, or is it a solution given and we have to
Solution
refer to
will be
that only?
given, ma'am, in the coming
Okay.
episodes. So you can compare what you have implemented.
Okay.
Was it correct? We will also debate and
Okay.
discuss like what is the best way of doing this thing. There can be many ways of achieving some result. But what if we
Mm-hmm.
do like this? What if we do like that? Yeah. So that we will discuss
Okay.
as part of our course.
Okay.
Can a
Hi,
person who
Anubhav.
doesn't have any ABAP knowledge, he can do this course?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But first 30% of the training will not be very helpful for you, because there we will cover some of the advanced ABAP topics related to S4 HANA. So those first 30% topics may not be much relevant for you, because those are specially designed for ABAP consultants. But remaining 70% of the course is helpful for any kind of audience, whether you come from BW, BI, or any other background.
Mhm. Even a
Asman,
person
yes, we
doesn't
do
know the
provide
syntax
corporate
or
training.
coding.
We are already providing corporate training for top MNCs like IBM, EY, HPC, NVIDIA, Capgemini, yes, Infosys. We have done batches for SAP Labs India. We are also providing corporate training. So in case your company is interested to go for a corporate training for the entire team, you can get back to us on the same email ID. I've given the email ID already. So there you can approach to our team and we can plan a corporate training. But right now all the dates are sold out till the March end. Till the March end, I don't have the slots. Yes, in the after 6th April, I have the next slot available for corporate training on all these topics.
Yeah, Anubhav Pawan here. I just want to know AMDP part in the context of BW and BI. We have start routine, end routine, and user exits. Over there, how do we use AMDP? Is that being taught here?
Sir, a specific topic may not be covered here. In generically, I will cover what is an AMDP, what are the different use cases for an AMDP, and in order to build an AMDP, we use SQL scripting. So that will be discussed in detail. But then, based on the knowledge and the case studies which we discuss, you have to look at where do you apply this in your project. However, I will not be able to provide a very particular project specific requirement, or project specific case, or project specific the code, yeah, that I will not be able to offer, sir. And I will also not be able to offer the job support along with this course. So in case somebody is looking for job support, sorry, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. I think you're saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will not be able to provide job support along with the training actually.
Is
But
it helpful for a person who doesn't know any coding at all, who doesn't have any background of the coding, like the functional people?
no. This is an engineer's course. This is an engineer's course.
Mhm.
If someone have no coding background and they wanted to get into this, I don't recommend you waste your time and waste your money. No, no way. This is pure DGen developer course. जिसके खून में कोडिंग है, जिसको डेवलपमेंट करना है, जिसको कोड लिखना है, it is for them. जिसको डिजाइन करना है, जिसको आर्किटेक्चर करना है, for S4HANA project. This is the course for them, not for those who are not from non-coding background. Not at all. I not recommend. If you don't enjoy coding, if you don't do coding, if you don't like coding, if you are not interested in doing coding in future, this training will not help you. Not help you. Don't join this course in case that's your expectation.
Hi, Anubhav.
Yes, please.
Can you hear me? Um, I'm planning to do a ABAP on HANA's application, but when I checked in the SAP website, so it said like it's going to be expired in March. So is there any alternative certification available for
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Once they plan to expire, 1 month before, they will enable the new certification, which most probably will be 19. Yes, instead of 18, they will be bringing 19. So I will guide you according to that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Can you customize this course migrating Java-based WebDintro app to BPA? Sorry, sir. Sorry, Asmat. We cannot customize this course. I request you to kindly check the course content carefully, thoroughly. If you feel that this is the course content you are looking, this is the topics you are looking to become a X4 HANA developer. S4 HANA developer. Again, I repeat, a S4 HANA developer, where your company is in a process to go to S4 or already gone to S4 and they are looking for S4 HANA technical consultants or a ABAP on HANA consultants, then this training is going to help you. Or in future, you want to become a S4 HANA or a ABAP on cloud consultants, this training is the first stepping stone towards that. Yeah, first stepping stone towards that.
Anubhav, you mentioned OData also during this demo session. So, with a person without having knowledge on OData also can
Yes, certainly.
understand, right? You
Yes, certainly.
okay?
Anubhav, ABAP and HANA, ABAP and Cloud are both same or like
No, ma'am. You will be
mm,
able to understand this difference in unit number 3, as I mentioned. ABAP on HANA versus S4 HANA versus Suite on HANA versus ABAP on Cloud. All four, I will be able to give you a clear direction and difference in unit number 3. So please park this question till unit 3. There we will discuss this topic in detail.
Anubhav, Rashmi here again. You said that the certification is going to change, is expiring in March, right? So
Yes.
these trainings will go for like 2.5 months till March. So if the new one is coming, like, are there any changes in the syllabus as such? And if there are in the new one, how we are going to make, I mean, how will you take that in these trainings? Like, how will you know what are the new things coming up or what is to be expected in the new certification?
Okay.
How will that work?
Okay. So first of all, I have not yet seen the new certification content, what SAP is planning to
Okay.
propose. And if you
Mm-hmm.
compare our training, we are already advanced than that, because in the
Okay.
ABAP on HANA number 18 certification, they are talking about HANA modeling. Yes, but we
Okay.
are already doing CDS view, which they have not even yet added to their certification plan. So most probably
Oh.
the new topics related to certification are going to come, which we are already covering in our course. However, once it comes during the mid of February, I can
Mm-hmm.
personally look into it and wherever there is this delta, there is this
Change.
extra, yes, I will
Yes.
plan to cover a YouTube video which will help both
Okay.
your batch and the batch previous than yours, where people are going with the video mode training. Yes, so that way you
Okay.
both or every one of you will be benefited.
On the same page. Okay. Sounds good.
Yes.
A person doesn't have experience on SAP, but he is good in Python and SQL. So will this course be helpful for him to build up a
No,
career
you
in
should have
SAP?
basic understanding of SAP. You should know what is three-tier architecture. At least you've gone through SEPTEC training, which includes three-tier architecture. You should know basics of SAP at least. What SAP, the three-tier layers, yeah. All these things you must need to understand.
And the level of ABAP expertise is required, how much it would be?
ABAP expertise, very little, like basic of data dictionary, basic of ABAP syntax, internal table, select query. That's it. Function module. That's it. You don't need to be a champ on ABAP.
Because I am coming from BW background, but I have understanding in ABAP, but I'm not a hardcore coder. So I don't know. I'm at the stage I can take up this course, but not an S4 HANA consultant, but perspective of BW and BI. So if you talk about only the extraction part, it would only cover 25% of my job. But 75% of my job is on BW side, where I have AMDP coming into picture, start routine, end routine, and other things also. So how does that be helpful for me? I don't know.
Sir, I may not be able to exactly map to it. Maybe you can have a look at the detailed course content and see if that course content meets your need, or to some extent to your need. Maybe for you, you can find another trainer who could do BW on HANA for you, because you may be looking at topic like DSO, advanced DSOs, advanced BACS reporting and advanced topics related to BW for HANA, perhaps, maybe. So you can already check out some of the YouTube channels and YouTube videos for other trainers who are offering something relevant for your profile, relevant for your job, current job, and your request from the employer. So that may be more suitable. Until unless you're not sure about it, please don't opt for this training.
Okay. Because that part of it, whatever I'm talking or whatever you are suggesting, that is core BW. That I don't need. I have already done certification onto that. But I need only coding part for BW. And that is all AMDP and S4 HANA, whatever now currently what you're discussing about. So coding part of BW is what I'm looking out for. The ODS or breakbacks reporting and all. Yeah, that is all familiar with, but onto the coding part, I'm lagging. So I just wanted to understand that.
Okay. So my suggestion will be, sir, please have a look at the course content. See, sir, learning will never go for, a waste. Learning will always help you. I mean, from whatever direction you will get it. Yes. So if you are not so confident, I would still request you to not go for my trainings. If you're not sure about it, is not going to help you at all, even 1%. So I would still request you to not go for it. Maybe you would need somebody who can give a personalized training to you, sit one to one and understand your need and map to your need and give you a more of a personalized training. So for that, you have to find out a consultant, perhaps on LinkedIn or some freelancing websites, where somebody can give you a coaching, a mentoring, which is one to one according to your need. But I may not be the right person for that one to one mentoring, because at the moment I do not have the time slot to offer any one to one mentoring. I can only conduct a regular batch with the predefined course content, which has proven to be very good in industry, where many examples and many of the consultants have taken an advantage for that. Yes, and that is something which I can help you with.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Yes, I will be honest with you, sir. As I mentioned, I'm not a salesman. I am not here to do sale of the courses. My goal will be to help consultants in their journey to become a true technical consultant and understand the core concepts. We will focus more on concepts. And then once you know the concepts, you can apply them anywhere in your respective projects.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Hello.
Hi, Anubhav.
Yes,
Hi,
please.
Anupam.
Here on the side. Go ahead.
Should I go first?
Yeah, ladies first.
Thank you. So, Anubhav, as you said, like this course is completely for engineer level. Those who doesn't know coding, they should not join. So, if someone aspire to change their career to SAP, so do you have any course? Uh, I mean, do you provide any such course for those people?
So if you
Or
are quite new to SAP, like 0 to 1 year range, yes, you know basics of SAP and aspire to become more of an SAP consultant, I
yes,
request two courses. One will be, if you are interested again on coding side, you can become a front end developer in SAP field with JavaScript. Go with UI5 and Fury training of mine. That training is designed for an absolute beginner, a fresher who who is interested in coding but not have much idea about SAP. They want to get it into front end development. That could be a good start for you to become a SAP UI5 consultant or a Fury developer. Second one, where you again don't want to go on coding side, but you have good understanding of data and you want to become more of a a SAP consultant in the field of SAP. You can go with SAP Analytics Cloud training. That training is actually for the consultants who want to be in technical field, who want to be in SAP but don't want to do coding. So go with SAP
for
Analytics Cloud.
SEC reports, right?
SAC
For
reports,
reporting.
एब्सोल्युटली वो अच्छा आपके लिए
Okay.
अच्छा रहेगा, उसमें आपको ज्यादा कोडिंग नहीं करना पड़ेगा.
Okay.
But
Okay.
more complex
Okay.
the work, more the money will be. It's as simple as that. More complex work
Okay.
you do, more money you will make, more career progression you will make. So here when we do coding and these architecture and design and complex use cases and complex scenarios, of course we will be having more money, we will be getting more money, we will be getting more career prospects, and we will be getting more opportunities. So that is the thing. In case it's again more complex work, yes, more money you will get, more career prospect you will have. Yeah, and believe me, it's not easy. If it's easy, our doodh wala will do it, our chai wala will do it, paper wala will do it, yes, our maid will do it, our driver will do it, and they all will get millions of dollars of salary package in multinationals. So things are not easy, things are difficult, and my job is to make it simple for you. I promise that if you stay with me in this course and work hard with me, it is going to be transforming career for sure. It is going to help you for sure because it's proven already. These trainings and these methodologies has already proven, and it has changed the life of many consultants across the board, across the globe. Yes, it did work for. So I am sure it will work. My trainings does work actually. Yes. So it depends on you how much load you can take on yourself. You want to take baby steps, you want to take direct steps, you want to go more complicated stuff. I have every kind of training. I have very complicated trainings also. I have BTP architecture training where you go into very, very high complex design and application development with core Java, Spring Boot, Spring application, cloud application programming model, extreme use cases of XSUA, cloud security, native cloud development, S4 Cloud SDK. I have more complex courses like that also. I have easy courses like UI5 Fury, which are, first step towards going to the easy things also. So it depends on completely on you, how how much you can digest, how much you're ready to take. So go with the SEC report
Okay.
in case you're not interested in coding. That's good. That has a good scope in market.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Anubhav. Thank you. Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Hi, Bob. Kiran this side.
Yes.
So the live video will be available for how much time? Like the last
Again, sir,
video-based
it will
training
be
is
eight
valid for
months.
8 months.
Yes, 8 months, because usually what I do is
Same. Okay.
after 8 months, I will again, try to update my content. I'm regularly updating my content. I'm upskilling myself and bringing, new changes and new content together as part of our training journey. So
Okay.
maybe you would want to go again, once again, a repeat of a live batch with updated content after 8 months.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
Anubhav,
Yes, please.
one last question. Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, the demo was really good. You
Sure.
have covered that complete application end to end. The question is regarding, like, as I put it in the chat as well, the other type of ABAP objects, like, forms or smart forms or function modules, like data conversions and a BDC type, data loading. Is really any change in the HANA database on ABAP perspective? I know we are not covering that in this course, but just wanted to understand that how that's going to be
Sir,
performed in the
ultimately,
HANA area.
S4 HANA system is also a ABAP-based system. So what we
Okay.
can do with core ABAP, we can also do it in S4 HANA. However, many of the things which we used to do, like for example, transferring data from a non-SAP or another SAP system through a BAPI call, that can be optimized through a service call now, because we can build services in SAP, or building a dialog application with classic GUI that can be replaced now with a Fiori application with ability to run it on any device, any platform, any browser. Yeah. So those are the things you will actually find it better when it comes to working with the S4HANA system. However, the classic stuff like workflows or bodies or user exits,
Enhancements.
yes, or your
Okay.
batch data input, LSMW, yes, all these things, they still work in S4HANA in the same way, because ultimately it's an ABAP system. The underlying tech remains ABAP.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you so much once again for your time today. I will hope to see you in our tomorrow's class at the same time. It was great pleasure to be with all of you and answer most of your questions. Please look at the course content and feel free to send us an email on contact@anubhavtrainings.com for signing up for this journey. Kindly make sure if you've already signed up, I make sure and I guarantee you that you will not miss tomorrow's class. Please be patient. We are getting hundreds of calls and thousands of emails every day. We are working around the clock to serve you better and faster, but you need to please wait, and we will be sharing you all the details on your email ID soon to join the regular class from tomorrow. With that, Anubhav signing out. Thank you so much for your time today.